Well, today what I'm going to be doing is an experiment with resin and the acrylic nail sets. Now, I'd never heard of this, so thank you, William Looney, one of my members, for suggesting this to me, and I'm going to give it a go. I've already made two little input bits here using the acrylic paste, so I know how it works. Thank you to Tilham, the clay bead spinner company, for sponsoring this video. All you need is the proper acrylic powders, and they come in a set. You get quite a lot of colours. And then you get what's called an acrylic liquid monomer. Now, this stuff absolutely stinks, so I'm going to be using a mask with it. I've also got both my doors open and my extractor fan on. What I'm going to be doing is putting some bits in here to see what it looks like with the resin on top, and also making some decals for myself as well. So I've got some little bits of flowers. What I've just found out is some of these have glitter in them. I can't believe it. That has made my day. So that one's got glitter in, that one's got glitter in, that one's got some glitter in. Oh, so happy. How I did it for the test was I poured a little bit of it into a silicone pot like that. Then that's why I have the lid on things, because I just knock things over all the time. Then I added some of this liquid, give it a stir around until it made quite a thick paste. Needs a bit more than that of this. I know this isn't how you would do it for nails, but I'm not making nails. So that looks quite good. Tiny bit more. Give that a mix around. It doesn't take too long to set, and then all I did was I popped it into the mold, and I'm pushing it down quite firmly on here. Now I'm going to make some little decals of my initials for a pendant, and it comes off the silicone amazingly. I'm going to push that down, rope that across. I now need the M. Doesn't take long to cure either, a few minutes and it's done. I've never seen this done before. I've never seen it used with resin either, so I'm really interested to see how that's going to come out. Look how sparkly that is. We'll leave that to one side to cure, and then the other way I tried it was like this. I want a blue middle in that, and some blue bits on the outside going in those veins like that. So what I did was put the powder in, and then gave it a bit of a clean up like that. And then all I did was add some of the liquid into that, so it turned into like a paste all the way around. There we go. Then I need a little bit more in that middle bit, like that. And then I let that dry for a few minutes, or I zapped it with a hairdryer, to be honest. And then I filled the whole thing up with the powder, and then added a few drops of liquid on top, like that. And then added a backing to it. Clean up the outside of the mold, and then we'll leave that to set. And then on this one, what I'm going to do is something slightly differently. So I'm going to dip my little wooden thing in here, get that into there like that, and then bring that all into the areas that I want them. It actually works better with a brush. But trying to fill those little intricate bits with resin and let it cure is really quite hard work, and this just sits where you put it, so it's going to give you the details that you want. And like I said, I've never seen this done before, certainly not with resin, so I think this is a new resin technique or method of doing resin. I mean, it's not a new technique in the fact that these nail products have been about a long time, but I've never seen them mixed with resin before. So I'm going to do all the toes in that colour. I have no idea what colour it is because it doesn't tell me on the pot. Like so many things never tell you what colour they are. Now, I have no idea how it's going to work out with the resin put on it because I haven't gone that far with testing. But I am interested to see how this will turn out and how it will turn out when I make some jewellery with it as well. Well, I've had an amazing hour or so and I've really enjoyed doing this. It was such great fun. Let's have a look at the letters. They've all cured up lovely and hard now, so that's great. They come out so easy. There's a little tiny bit of overpour on a couple of them, but it's picking off really easily. And they've gone very, very hard. These letters are going to go in there like that. Now, I did some fancy stuff with these ones, and I'm not sure how well it's worked out, but we will see. It's worked out really, really pretty, look. Look how pretty that is. It's got little lowlights and highlights in it. And the same with that one. That one's come out very, very pretty. And then the last one is this one. That's all glittery. And the mould of the lizard, I've put the bits in where I want those. The jewellery I'm going to make out of a UV resin, and the lizard I'm going to pour using an epoxy resin. And they are very, very hard once they're done. I mean, obviously they make nails out of them, but look how hard they are. I can't break it. So they're going to make great little personalised decals, I think. So for this, I'm using the standard UV resin by J Diction. I've poured a little bit into that pot and I'm going to put a colour in it. I'm using the Let's Resin pigment colours for this. They are really, really good. And you don't need much at all. And they come in a nice big box of 16. I will link them in the description below, so don't worry about that. Massive thank you to all my members. Honestly, without you guys, I just wouldn't be able to buy all this stuff and keep testing. I wouldn't have been able to buy the nail stuff and keep the business going. So I really, really do appreciate every coffee I get. It makes such a big difference to me being able to run this channel. So I'm pouring that in there like that. If you'd like to buy me a coffee, then the link for that is in the description below. So I've poured that in there like that. Now I'm going to just pop those bubbles that have come up the top where I've done the mixing. Using a lighter for that. Long neck lighter there. And that's a translucent colour. And now I need to cure that up, but I want to cure it up to the sticky stage rather than fully cured. So what I'm going to do is just cure this up for about 60 seconds before I put my letters in. And that way my letters will stick to it nicely when I go to put the rest of the resin in. So here's more about the sponsor of this video, the Tilham Clay Bead Spinner. I've had some fun with this over on my other channel, so check out that video if you want to have a look as well. It's a really easy spinner to use, and it's great fun. Great for kids, I think, and great for young adults as well. Make wonderful gifts. And now we turn it on. It's got a little switch here. Oh, look at them going round there. I wonder how quickly it's going to do that. And then we put that into there. And apparently they should just jump onto the actual little needle that's in there that I put just in there. Oh, they are, look. Make wonderful gifts to give away. Here's an example of some of the bracelets that I've made with it. Didn't take too long at all, and you can see how I made those on there. So simple to use, connects via USB, and it's really quiet. Such an easy thing, very entertaining. Kept me busy for a couple of hours playing around with these and making these up. I can definitely see how this would be a great gift for young kids to do, or adults to do as well with their young children. Great little kit. Be sure to check it out. Links in the description. So that should be enough there to do this. So I'm going to pop my letters in and then give them a little bit of a push down. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is set these in place with a little bit of UV resin. So I'm going to put a bit here, a bit there, and a bit on the M. Then cure that up before I then fill it up completely and finish curing it up. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make some very similar, doing exactly the same thing, but just using different colours with the other ones before I get to fill in the lizard. So for this one, I'm going to use the 1:1 T-Expert Crystal Clear resin. I do like this resin. I love it as much as I love the J Diction resin. I will link this and everything I've used today in the description of this video. So if you want to get hold of it, you can. If I've got any discount codes, I'll also put that under there. And a massive thank you to all my members whose names are coming up now. I can't tell you how much I appreciate your membership. We've got quite a few live streams and different activities going on at the moment. And one of the live streams we've got coming in August is going to be about how I run my YouTube channel, what lessons I've learned, and how I do my marketing and things like that to make the best profit. So if you want to become a member, benefit from any of the members only videos, or benefit from the live streams and the fabulous group that we have with so many experts in it, then the link for that is in the description below. We'd love to see you over there. Any members who are watching this, please let people know in the comments what you think and how much you enjoyed the membership. I've got my resin mixed up now and I've added white mica powder to it. Reason is I've got something else I need to pour that's quite small, that's white for a project, and I'm hoping I'm going to have a little bit left over. And I also think that white will look great as well. Oh look, I missed a nail out there. Oh well, never mind. One of them's got a white nail. My dog's got one white nail. Now I will have over poured that because I always do. Don't know why. That don't matter, we can clear that up afterwards. And now I'm going to pop that in my curing machine for a couple of hours and we should be able to see what that and the rest of the jewellery pieces look like. And I am a little bit nervous. I have no idea how this is going to work out, whether it's going to look like a pile of or it's going to look good. Well, I think that's come out really pretty and those colours have worked so well. I've got a bit of over pour there that I need to just tidy up on the back foot as well. But apart from that, it was a much easier way of getting some solid colours and not making as much mess. I've really enjoyed using this acrylic nail stuff. It has worked brilliantly. I think that's come out great. Regarding the jewellery, I think this is where it certainly comes into its own. My favourite piece is definitely that one because the flower is slightly raised above, but it's still lovely and smooth, and you get all those really easy little details in it. I do like that one with the 2 flowers in. That one I should have done a better background for it. I think a lighter background. There's my initials, Steve John McDonald. So it really was great fun, and I can see it having a lot of really useful applications, certainly if you're going to be doing eyes and if you're going to be doing little details that you want to fill in. Hope you've enjoyed this. I've really enjoyed it. I can't wait to play with it again and see what else I can do with it. Once again, thank you to Tilhunt for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to boot the like button if you found this video useful. It really helps my videos to get out there, and share them as much as you possibly can anywhere you can. Hit that subscribe button, ring that bell so you don't miss out on any more of my future experiments, and I will link everything that I've used today in the description below, so if you want to get hold of it and have a go yourself, you can. Be sure to check out the video that I've got coming up next on a brilliant experiment that I think you'll absolutely love. Enjoy your resin. Bye.